Hey guys, we moved, finally. It has been a crazy few weeks, but we did it, we made it, and today I'm gonna share with you some of the highs,
The fridge is here.
the lows,
Oh boy.
and the unexpecteds. Ah! So let me start by saying I have always loved moving, and I was super excited for this one because I figured it might be our last move as a family. And after this one, it better be.
I don't even know where to start.
This time around, I just was all over the place, not as organized as I wanted to be.
Well, that's not helpful.
I pretty much never changed out of sweats,
Still not dressed.
and man, were we tired. The good news is we got it all done, everyone is happy. Here is how it went down.
It's a dance party.
Okay, so there's probably never a perfect time to move, and you may not even have a choice. We moved midsummer because that is when construction in our new home was scheduled to be complete. Clearly, complete is a subjective term. Regardless of when you do move, there are things you can do to make your life easier. First, don't schedule things that take you away from your house. We had orthodontist appointments,
Another doctor's appointment.
annual checkups, cleat shopping that I had jammed into the exact 3 days that we were moving. I could not have planned worse if I tried, but in my defense, I didn't know exactly when we were going to be moving. That being said, I probably should have just rescheduled everything. Another appointment, terrible planning. Better yet, I should have put my kids in camps because as cute as they are not professional movers.
How's packing going?
Also, we traveled internationally until literally 2 days before the move. Again, this is something we planned a long time ago, and it was worth it because we had an awesome time visiting family.
Happy birthday to you!
And the boys had an opportunity to play soccer in Amsterdam, which was epic. It just meant some very late nights when we got back. Once we were home and finally able to pack, we started off very organized, labeling books and separating donations.
On to your new home.
There was just so much to do and not enough time.
Halfway finished stuff all over the place.
I finally caved and paid to have our movers finish packing us. It was super helpful, even if they had zero discretion. I left Post-it notes around the house to help when they couldn't find me. That way they could label the boxes correctly, and everything happened really quickly from here on out. And when the movers finally loaded up that truck, it was a huge relief.
All moved out. We did it.
They delivered all of our stuff the next day, and this is where it hit me. Wish I'd be more organized.
Where's our box cutter?
First of all, even though I kept my toolbox with me, it didn't have anything I actually needed.
Well, that makes sense.
I improvised with a fanny pack, which was perfect, even if my kids were embarrassed.
That's so embarrassing, Mom.
Works. Another thing I wish I had kept handy was a bag of snacks. Moving requires a ton of energy, and I spent way too much time going to the coffee shop.
Third trip to Starbucks today.
I realized we did a pretty good job labeling boxes with where they went and what was inside, but for rooms that weren't ready, I asked the movers to just put everything into the garage, and I wish I had supervised this, or at least designated areas, because everything just ended up in a huge mess.
Try like the box in that back corner.
Which box?
The one in the back corner. I don't know.
To deal with this, later on when we were ready to unpack that stuff, I set up a folding table and just did all the unpacking right there. My favorite part of moving is always unpacking and setting up my new space. It's always so satisfying, but it turns out this is a whole lot harder with 3 kids.
You get it?
Yeah!
And 2 dogs. The good news about moving in summer is that there are some kids home from college and looking for work, so I was able to hire a couple off our neighborhood list. They helped me break down boxes and just be an extra set of hands in the move, and they were the true MVPs.
It's a huge pile of stuff.
As much as my kids promised that they would help me unpack if they didn't have to go to camp, they were much more interested in playing in the new house. Now is the time to call in favors, ask your friends for play dates, beg your family if they live nearby. I'm so lucky that my brother is a short plane ride away.
Love you. Have a great time, guys.
Avery and Brooks were super excited to fly solo to visit him and spend some time for the weekend.
I'm under attack.
That gave me time to get some supplies
Came for towels.
and get organized.
What move is complete without a trip to the container store? Mission accomplished.
I got a ton of unpacking done over that weekend, which left me with a complete mess. To deal with it, I set aside donations. I ordered a dumpster for non-recyclables, which filled up very fast. Then I hit the jackpot.
Eureka!
Our city sanitation department offers move-in and move-out services. It requires a little work bundling the boxes, but it was incredible to get everything out of the way. Having less stuff around made it much easier to organize what we did have.
Organization queen.
I'd like to say that we are completely out of boxes, but I think it's gonna be a bit before we feel settled. We will miss our old house, which gave us so many good memories, but we're excited to make memories in the new house.
Al dente is how cooked the pasta is.
And we're so grateful to everyone that made this move happen.
You guys are useless.
All right, guys, I hope some of these tips helped you and you had fun watching us stress out about this move. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.